On my recent video where I reviewed the Kith for New Balance 2002R Pistachio colorway, there was a comment by a commenter that I consider, I don't know if it's a long time, but enough commenting for me to recognize this particular commenter's face, avatar, and name. And forgive me, I'm going to mispronounce the name, very Americanized Mexican-American pronunciation. Is it Agelos or Agelos? Georgiopoulos merely said NB 9060 Sneaker of the Year. And I read that, I thought about it, and I think that take, I don't know if it's a hot take or a lukewarm take or a cold take, but I think that particular opinion, I agree way more with it than I disagree. So I thought, let's talk about the New Balance 9060 and not really decide, but maybe let's discuss, is this the silhouette of our year 2022? What's up, y'all? It's Daniel, your Shoemmelier, and as I was researching this video, I came across a really well-written article on how the New Balance 9060 came to be. It's published by Sneaker Freaker. It's called Retro Futurism Done Right, the story of the New Balance 9060. I'm going to put a link in the description below so you can check it out. 2022 is an interesting year because one could consider any of these three silhouettes to be the sneaker or silhouette of 2020. We still have a hangover, if you will, on the Nike Dunk, especially the black and white Panda Dunks, which have become the official, unofficial new Air Force One or Stan Smith or Samba or whatever you want to say. This isn't about whether I like or dislike the Panda Dunks, but they're everywhere. I literally cannot go one whole day without seeing one person wearing a pair of Panda Dunks. And this is Austin, Texas. And I'm sure it's that way in tons of big cities or smaller cities or anywhere, maybe online or social media. Number two, this also seems to be the year of the Jordan 2. And we've seen a big push by Nike to really, well, push the Jordan 2 on us. We've had some great collabs. We've had the Shoemmelier, we've had the J Balvin, we've had the Nina Chanel. We've had a number of Jordan 2s coming out, and that makes me think 2022 Jordan 2s. And then of course we have what I feel like Jordan is really pushing this year, the Jordan 4. I've already mentioned Shoemmelier, but they have a Jordan 4, which is on many people's top 10 list for 2022. It'll be on mine, spoiler alert. But when you really think about those three silhouettes, they're not new. These are silhouettes that have been around for a long, long time. The Jordan 2, 1986. The Jordan 4, 1988, 89, depending on when they're worn and released, all that stuff. You have the Dunk. When did that come out? I can't tell you because I'm not the biggest Dunk fan. It's not off the top of my head. Please don't discount my sneakerdom, my sneakerheadness on there. But of those three, if we add the New Balance 9060, the 9060 is the only silhouette that is brand new for 2022. And I say brand new in that it is inspired, draws its influence from two different earlier New Balance silhouettes. And you can read about that in that Sneaker Freaker article when the two designers discuss how they pulled from this and pulled from that and did this because they wanted to create something new by looking to the past. Now, what is very interesting about the release of the 9060 is they didn't go with a general colorway for the 9060 based on the New Balance tried and true gray and white. That did come later, but what they did was have Joe Freshgoods on his third collab with New Balance come out with two different colorways for the Inside Voices 9060, and boy, were these two colorways and silhouettes just, I know we're supposed to use our Inside Voices, but they're amazing. Releasing in May, you had the Penny Cookie Pink, which, like the other colorway, comes out with 4 different shoelaces. I changed to an alternate set of laces. The de facto is the one that matches this pink right here, but it was with the pink being right here and being so strong along with the green, I thought, let's mute it up a little bit. I did try the white laces, but didn't really look as good as this one. But of the two, this is my second favorite. Someone's got to be first, someone's got to be second. It's such a cool looking silhouette. Some people don't like I don't know, we're gonna call it the toes that stick out there. Maybe the butt crack, if you will. I think it's a great looking shoe, and you have this clear plastic wraparound on the back. But as I said, this is number two. Number one, oh, when I saw it, I knew I had to have it. And it's the Baby Shower Blue. Oh, I went with the laces that came with it because I think it's just perfect. To me, this, spoiler alert, you will see this on my top 10 shoe of the year. It will be on my top 10 shoe of the year, without a doubt. I don't even know where it's going to be. It's not going to be 1 or 2. Could it be number 3? I don't know. Oh, it's just so choice. It's so beautiful. It's so wonderful. Oh, this is a good looking shoe. What a way to introduce a brand new silhouette by New Balance. They collaborate with someone who's been doing such great collaborations with New Balance, and they go, hey, do something really cool with this silhouette. And right off the bat, I mean, if we want to talk about just a number one with a bullet, it's like releasing Ice Ice Baby, and it just shoots to the top, or it's Baby, oops, hit me baby one more time. We're talking about just like, pow, straight number one to the charts with a bullet. And this colorway is just so smooth, it's so beautiful, it's so choice, it's so luxurious, it's so wonderful. But then we started to see some other colorways, and we had some other collaborations. Now, I'm not going to go through all of them, but we did get the first official general release colorway of the New Balance 9060. Sneaker Freaker refers to this colorway as Mindful Gray, though you'll see it listed as some sort of like salt colorway, maybe on your favorite resale sites. There's definitely a friends and family salt or a sample salt, so it makes me think that salt and Mindful Gray are interchangeable, but you can see it's got a nice collections of creams and beiges and grays and a little bit of that green, especially on the N as well as on the tongue. And again, go to that Sneaker Freaker article. You can get a little bit more in-depth on the rationale and the reasonings and the messaging behind the various features on this shoe. And it wouldn't be a New Balance silhouette if you didn't have a variation of the iconic, well, gray collection of grays, 50 shades of gray, if you will, on the New Balance 9060. This one's called, according to the resale sites, Rain Cloud Gray, and it looks just like what you would assume a dad shoe New Balance colorway silhouette looks like. It's tried and true, doesn't really pique my interest, maybe if this had come out first, but you came out of the gate with that Joe Freshgoods and the baby shower blue, and it's like, oh man, I like that Mindful Gray or that salt colorway. Not really a big fan of this Rain Cloud Gray, but that's okay, some people are, and why not use your iconic colorways on all your silhouettes, kind of branding, keep the branding all together. Another colorway that recently came out, which is still considered a general release, and you can find this at Packer and other establishments, is basically like an ivory cream colorway. And it has a slightly different yellowish beige tint, collections of greens and light greens, so maybe some off-whites, some eggshell, if you will. I do feel like this New Balance 9060 benefits from softer colors, though they have released maroons and blacks and darker colors, and it's not really my bag. I just don't really think it works on that. That's just my personal opinion. But you get light colors on this, maybe as dark gray as that stock New Balance colorway, and it looks really nice. It looks super cool, and even though it's not a collab, I think that I might get a hold of this ivory colorway because it's really nice, and I think it could be worn all year round, especially down here in Texas where we really don't have that much cold weather unless Greg Abbott's electric grid fails us again. And then we wrap up 2022, and maybe there's another 9060 release. If it's a general release, sure, but I don't know if there's any more collaborations. But we have the Bodega collaboration, and I got this one in and I was like, holy smokes, this is so good. Now, it is darker in colors, and I just said, oh, I really like the lighter colors. It's still light blue. It still has maybe a royal blue, but it's not like super dark blue. It does have grays, it does have browns and creams and whites and whatnot, but it's such a good looking shoe. Now, this is an alternate set of laces. Everyone that I've gotten have come with like 4 different sets of laces, but of course they're collabs, so I don't know. It was a darker brown to match this, and I really didn't dig that. I wish they had come with a purple set of laces to match that lace hole or the N that you have on the middle, because if they had the purple, I would have put that sucker on. But I went for the gray because I think the gray's fine. I mean, you start off with Joe Freshgoods in 2022 and you end with the Bodega collaboration. Bodega, who has been knocking it out of the park over how many years now with New Balance collabs, and it's hard for me to not agree. I'm trying to find reasons to disagree with the 9060 is the sneaker silhouette of 2022. And so I guess it all boils down to this question. Does it win the sneaker silhouette of 2022 because it's a new silhouette? It didn't exist. Well, they were making it over COVID and whatnot, but it released to the general public in 2022. Does that, by default, make it the de facto sneaker of 2022? And the silhouette of 2022, I think, is what the commenter was going. That's how I'm going to assume it, because if we're saying the sneaker of the year, then we'd have to find one particular colorway of the 9060. But I do feel like if I was going to say what are the sneakers of 2022, the Jordan 2's up there, the Jordan 4 is up there, and the New Balance 9060. And you know what? I'll do it. I'll say it. I'll put the New Balance 9060 up there because we've seen the 4, we've seen the 2, we've seen dunks. I think we're tired of that. Now, let me rephrase that. it's oversaturated, and something really new and exciting has to come out to really make us like, yeah, that's why I like the J Balvin Jordan 2. That's why I like the Shoemmelier Jordan 4. I'm not a really big dunk fan, except for the Bart Simpson dunks. Those were awesome. But when you look at this, it's a brand new silhouette by a company that has been around for so long, though I can't tell you how many times I have read on Slack or social media or any comments or whatever where people say, I'm getting a little tired of blank. Insert whatever shoe you want here. Dunks, Jordan 1s, Adidas, Boost, whatever. And they're going, I'm all in on New Balance. And I've seen that a lot in the last, 3 to 4 months. And I really feel, and I'm not the only one to say this, I'm not jumping on the bandwagon, but I agree with everyone who says, I think 2023 is going to be New Balance's year. 2022 was already doing this. New Balance was already like, yeah, we're on a roll. And maybe some people have been saying that for a while. But it's hard to argue with, I think 2023, New Balance, that's going to be the year of New Balance. And they've been they've got the momentum, but it's slow momentum. They're just like, we're going to get there. We're biding our time. They weren't trying to, right? Because they don't want to go up and then fall. It's just been a long build, just like building the tension. You're going up the roller coaster, and then finally they're going to be like, all right, here we go. But it's not going to be a direct down. It's going to be one of those that kind of fools you a little bit, and then it's like, bah. That's what I think is going to happen. So in conclusion, the New Balance 9060, it's a beautiful silhouette. It's a super cool silhouette. I'm so excited about the collaborations that have already come out and the general release colorways for the NB 9060. I can only imagine what's going to happen next year. The Sneaker Freaker article mentions 2 or 3 different collaborations, which I haven't found a 9060 for them yet. So it makes me wonder if those are on deck for next year, which I can't wait. I can't wait because I'm not the biggest New Balance fan. I love New Balance, but I couldn't tell you like, this is my favorite silhouette. Oh, I love the 990 version, whatever. No, you know what? I think the 9060's my jam. I like the 9060. It's fantastic. So kudos to the commenter, Georgiopoulos. Pardon me again if I've mispronounced your name. I'd love to hear what you people think out there in sneakerland about the New Balance 9060. What do you think about it in general? Do you have a favorite release of 2022? And do you think that the New Balance 9060 is the sneaker silhouette of 2022? Let's talk about it in the comment section down below. So to all of you out there, wherever you are, thanks for watching. Stay tuned and just chill till the next episode.